Do you feel bombarded by product recs on a daily basis? Whether it's a new iPhone or a new Lululemon product, some new noise canceling headphones, or a goddamn Prime deal that I do not care about. Well, same. So today we're going to talk about purchases that have actually saved me money instead of just grabbing my wallet and running away. Bye wallet, it was good knowing you. Let's jump into it. Guys, I have been so excited to talk to you about this. The first collection of silent toys are here. You heard that right, silent. The brains at Bellesa have created what they call whisper tech, and they somehow delivered it in a bunch of different toys in silence. And when I say silent, I mean it. No noise at all, super quiet. So of course, you know I'm always gonna hook you up. I'm doing a giveaway with Bellesa. So literally everyone will win a free toy. Yes, you will win a free toy. And I'm so excited for you. Whisper tech makes sure that you never have to choose between silence and pleasure. Before I get into all the giveaway details, I'm going to show you how silent this collection is. I'll show you using the silent bullet. Just going to turn it on here. I'm going to hold this mic directly up to it. Do you hear that? Because I can't. Silent. So you know and love the Whisper Bullet. This has 5 speeds, super compact, super quiet, obviously. But just because it's quiet doesn't mean it doesn't have great power. It delivers. Then we have the Whisper Rabbit, the Whisper Vibe, and the Whisper Wand, which both have 6 vibration levels. Whisper Vibe gives you the quietest G-spot stimulation you'll find. The Whisper Rabbit has independently controlled G-spot and clit stimulators. And the Whisper Wand delivers deep, rumbly vibrations. And have I mentioned the fact that they're silent yet? Because they're silent. I'm super excited about these. I hope you are too. Everyone who signs up to my giveaway will win a toy. You will either win a free Whisper Vibe or a free Rose Section toy with any Whisper purchase. Click the link in my description to grab your new vibe. Thanks so much to Bellesa again. These toys are insane. The first thing is a fabric shaver. If you don't know what this is, it's a wonderful little amazing Gorgina little tool. You flick it on and it just shaves down your clothing, takes any pilling, lint off of it, things like that. Amazing for leggings if you have thick thighs, like the inside of the legs always get kind of pilly. Amazing for that reason. And the reason this thing has saved me so much money is because I'm pretty sure I bought it for like $10, like maybe 7 years ago. And the amount of clothing it has saved for me, not only leggings, but like wool sweaters, knits in general just kind of get pilly over time, especially if they're not made of the best fabric. I have had so many pieces in my donate pile that I've looked at and I've been like, wait a minute, I can save this item with just a fabric shaver. And I did. And I saved it. I did. I'm a hero. I'm a hero. And I absolutely love it. I recommend these to everyone, especially if you wear athletic clothing. Like, as you know, there's just so much movement that happens in leggings and like when you're working out and exercising. There is nothing better than a little fabric shaver every few months in the inside of my favorite leggings to just make them feel brand spanking new again. We love to see it. I recommend this to everyone. And if you're someone who enjoys getting rid of clothing, so you should buy new clothing, you should think about your purchases more. Only buy clothing that you love and that is good quality and is repairable. Of course, thrifting kind of throws a loop in there because like I would buy something that was like not the best quality thrifting, but I try not to even do that because really when I'm buying clothes now, I'm really trying to think of like, will I have this item for at least 5 years in my closet or will I be over it after one season? And like really focusing on clothing where I'm like, I would pull out the fabric shaver for this clothing. I would pull out my sewing kit and stitch up a hole for this piece of clothing because I love it that much. That's what I focus on. So anyways, fabric shaver. That was a really long tangent to say fabric shavers have saved me a lot of money. The second thing is having a consistent skincare routine. I've purchased the same products over and over and over again. Every few years, I'll find that I'll switch one thing out if I try a new product that maybe my sister's had or my partner has or something, and I'll try it and I'll be like, oh, I kind of like that. Maybe once I run out of my face wash, I'll try this out. But for the most part, I've had the same skincare routine for about 5 years now, and just having a consistent skincare routine is so money saving because I just know what works and I'm not shopping around. And I find like really when I look at things that just take my money, it's when I try a new stupid ass product that I hate because I'll try a new moisturizer and it'll break me out and then it's like I can't return it now. It's been opened. So I just have to throw it out or give it to someone else and then I have to buy a whole new one. Really, that is such a thief of money is trying new products. Just don't try anything ever again. Okay? Never try a new product. Keep it the same and you'll have so much money. Congratulations. So fun. I'm actually encouraging you to live a very fun life. But honestly, when it comes to skincare, I feel like simplicity is just better for me at least. I save so much money having my skincare routine and like rarely changing out products. I actually recently did change my face wash out. That's because I went off birth control and then my skin kind of freaked out. And so I had to do some readjusting, but I ended up buying a skincare that my sister had recommended and it ended up working good on my skin. So anyways, all that to say, like, I'm not saying never try a new product ever, but having a consistent skincare routine that you know doesn't irritate your skin and not having to shop around is great. I just like don't jump on any skincare trends ever. I have never in the last 5 years seen a skincare trend on Instagram or TikTok or anything and been like, oh, I want to try that. No. I know it works for my skin, so I'm just going to continue to buy that thing over and over and over again. I don't need to mess around. And also, I just love The Ordinary. They have amazing branding. They keep it simple. They keep it, I don't know, I just trust them as a brand. I hope that I'm correct in trusting them. They seem to have a lot of integrity when it comes to like how they market and how they price their items. I really appreciate the price transparency. I love that instead of doing Black Friday, it sounds like an ad. It's not an ad. Instead of doing Black Friday, every year they have the entirety of November. They just have 23% off. I'm pretty sure that's what it has been the last couple years. And I love that. They're just like, you know what? Instead of everyone like rushing to impulse buy these products, we're just going to have 23% off for the entire month. And then you can shop slow. And I love that because every single year, every November, I buy my entire skincare routine for the entire year. And I do that every November. And I never end up buying any of the products unless I like run out before. But this year it worked. This year I actually still have a surplus from last year. Anyway, this is a very long tangent to just say like, it's so nice. It's saving so much money because I know that next year I'm still 99% chance going to be using the same retinol, the same hyaluronic acid, the same niacinamide, whatever. I can just buy like 4 of each of those for like myself when it's on sale in November, and that'll last me through the year. And what a great feeling that is. Next item is an espresso machine, and not Nespresso, espresso. Just a same old little janky little espresso machine, and I love her. She is so great. I did get one that has like the frother attachment and it like froths the milk for you. I don't use that. We have a frother separate from it. Anyways, I'm not going to go on that tangent about my espresso machine. But with that being said, my espresso machine has saved us so much money. I'm pretty sure I got it gifted from my mom. I picked it out though, but it was like $100 and I use that thing constantly. Like definitely has saved me more than $100 in going out to buy lattes out 100%. Like I use that every day. Well, sometimes I go through like a drip coffee phase inside of espresso, but when I'm in my latte era, I use that every single day. I rarely go out for coffee because of it. I absolutely love it. And honestly, I think it's like, I mean, one day I hope that I will have a Breville beautiful Gorgina coffee machine. I really hope. But honestly, like unless you're like the snobbiest of snobs, I don't know a difference between brewing my espresso in my $100 machine versus the like $700 Breville machine. And my friend has the Breville and I've had coffee at her house. It's amazing, but it tastes the exact same as it does at my house. Like I don't know the difference at all. Like gun to my head, if you said pick which one was the Breville coffee and which one was the off-brand coffee machine coffee, I wouldn't know. I would have no idea. Like I respect the hell out of people who have that. I would love to have that one day. I like how some of them like grinds the beans for you, so it's always ground fresh. I love that. But generally, like if you're about to buy like the $800 Breville, maybe take a step back and buy like an $80 espresso machine. Personally, for me, it's worked out great. But obviously, buy it nice or buy it twice. If you think you're gonna buy the $80 espresso machine and then in like 1 year end up buying the Breville anyways, then just buy the Breville to begin with. You know, don't try to mess around. Just get what you want the first time. But if you're not that picky, just go with the $80 one. Go with the simple one. It's gonna be like just as good for me at least. Again, one day I hope I will have the money to do that. But at this phase in my life, I do not have the money to be dropping almost $1,000 on a coffee maker. And that's fine. That's fine with me. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that being my journey. I'd rather have $800 in my savings account. Saving is important. Don't ask me for money advice. Okay, kind of on the espresso machine, I mentioned this briefly. We also have a frother. So I did buy the espresso machine with a frother. It's not a steamer. It's like its own frother, and I wouldn't recommend it. I'll if I can find the espresso machine that I bought it in the States. I'm from Canada, so I don't even know if we sell it in Canada, but if I can find the name of it, I'll put it here. I wouldn't recommend it. I would recommend just getting an espresso machine that's very slim and just does the espresso, and then having a frother separately. But yeah, our frother is amazing. I love it. It's stainless steel. It just works so good. I actually recently we did a cafe day where we had like all of our friends come over and do a little cafe day, and we had like cookies and croissants and pie, and then we had like a little menu with a bunch of different drinks on it, and people could order drinks from me and my partner, and we'd make them, and it was so fun. We had like 30 to 40 people come into our apartment that day. It was so fun. And if you're wondering if our apartment is big enough to hold that many people, it is not. Learned that the hard way. Yeah, I was making these coffees and I was like, man, I just love our frother. It was so easy. It makes making a latte so easy. Like, we would never have been able to host that day and make like the 40 lattes that we did if we didn't have an automatic frother that made the perfect froth every single time without me having to do anything. Like, it was lovely. And again, I think because I have something that makes a perfect froth every time, I don't feel the need to go out for lattes like basically ever. If I want to work and for my cafe, I'll of course buy a latte there. But like if I'm just like going on a walk and I want like to have something to go, I'll just make my own coffee to go. I absolutely love it. Super cute. Love our frother. It's amazing. I also have a handheld frother that I use to like mix matcha and stuff because I don't have a matcha set yet. And my mom uses one of those and she just like microwaves her milk and then frothes it with that. And that works, but I will say like having our frother and comparing it to like just heating up the milk and using a handheld, the automatic frother that we have is like a bajillion times better than doing that. I can taste such a difference. But again, if all you can afford is a $10 little frother, then that's fine. Go for that one. Because that's still like great that you can still have a little home set up with that. But if you're looking to upgrade, I love our frother and it's definitely saved us a lot of money in going out for coffee. Like consistently, if we're going to go on a walk and just like go on a walk with our coffees in hand, we make it at home like 95% of the time because we have the tools. So why don't we use them, you know? Something else that has saved me money, I feel like this might be a little bit niche, so I apologize if it is, but high quality scrapbook paper, and, you know, hold my hand through this, okay? Okay. I'm getting to the point. So the reason that saved me a lot of money is because I haven't bought a greeting card in years. Like I never go and buy a greeting card. If it's for like a wedding or something, I will. But in terms of like birthdays for friends and family, I just buy like high quality cardstock scrapbook paper and I can make pretty cute cards out of that. And I love doing that. So yeah, it saved me a lot of money, especially because, do you guys know how much greeting cards are? Oh my God, they're like $9 now to go buy a card. Like that's usually more expensive than the gift I'm giving someone. Like absolutely no way. And I'd rather spend that money on a gift. Like if I'm gonna have like $10 to spend on someone, I'd rather like buy them like a nice gift with that $10 and not a card that they're like, no offense, but maybe throw away. If they're like me, they'll probably put it in a junk journal and keep it for, I have like all my cards that I've ever been gifted since I was like 6, but a lot of people just throw them away. So I just don't feel like I don't need to spend the money on that. And also I like a handmade card more than I like a store-bought card anyways. So yeah, tons of reasons, but 110% buying good paper and making greeting cards has been such a money saver. And I don't make them fancy or anything. I make them pretty basic, fold it in half, write a nice note, do a little doodle on the front, whatever. I keep it pretty basic. But it still saves me so much money and it's still, in my opinion, so much cuter than a store-bought card. The next thing that has saved me money is like buying gifts significantly farther in advance / keeping a re-gift bin. Sometimes in like Secret Santas or like kind of forced gift exchanges like that, I'll receive gifts that I don't like need or love. For example, last Christmas I received 3 external chargers and I already owned 2 of them. So I've kept like those 3 in a re-gift bin to use maybe at another Secret Santa, or maybe if my friend mentions they want one of those for Christmas or birthday, whatever, I can re-gift it. And also like when I'm thrifting or when I'm shopping and I see something super on sale, even if it's February, I'll buy that thing to gift for December, for Christmas, for a birthday, whatever. Like spending money on things way in advance ends up saving you so much money because you're not scrambling, gonna overspend on an overnight package delivery for a birthday. For example, my partner and I went on a road trip in August and I saw earrings that my friend would like for Christmas and I bought them because I was like, great, I'm not gonna have to scramble at Christmas now for a gift. I already have that done. So little things like that really, really helps. Generally, just buying things when you see them on sale save you so much money. I used to think that when my mom would do this that she was crazy. Like I specifically remember her buying a gift that was a Christmas gift in January, and I was like, Christmas just ended. Like, what do you mean? And she was like, I remember it was like a Leafs jersey for my cousin, and it was pink, and it was like super on sale. Leafs is the Toronto hockey team. I'm gonna be honest, Don't watch any sports. And I was like, that's crazy. But then I remember in Christmas, I watched my cousin open that gift and she loved it. And it was of like, I think regularly it's like a $75 to $100 gift. My mom found it discounted for like $15 or something. And I remember seeing that and I was like, my mom's a genius. My mom is an absolute genius and I need to be like her. And so ever since then, I've always been like, okay, not ever since then. Ever since I've been old enough to buy gifts, I was really young when that happened. I've been really stingy on like, if I see something that someone likes and I think they would like and it's unique, I buy it, and especially if it's on sale. If it's something that is like on like from a big box store and it's not even on sale yet, I don't buy it. But if it's on sale or it's unique and I don't think I'm going to be able to find that thing again, I would always buy it. I always buy it, and that saves me so much money. And not only money, can I put an emphasis on saving stress? Because the holidays are very stressful and it is so exciting when it comes to like November, December, and I'm like, oh my God, half my gifts are already done because I picked up things throughout the year. That is the best feeling in the world and I love it. Yes, having a re-gift bin, buying gifts when you see them saves you so much money. Would recommend. I recently got organizational bins for all my hobbies. So I now have my hobbies like in our kitchen with like the names. I have like one for sewing, one for junk journaling, things like that. This has saved me so much money. And I know what you're thinking. How did that save you money? Because you had to buy the bins. Firstly, the bins were like $4 each. They weren't expensive. But secondly, the amount of times I have repurchased hobby items or crafting items because I think that I lost it, and then just for it to turn up like 6 months later, that's rolled under my couch. Oh my God. So often, like actually more than I ever want to admit online. Like this has happened so many times, specifically with like felting. I love felt projects and felt crafting. And I would all the time be like, oh my God, I don't have any blue. I need to go buy some blue felt. I go to the store. I get to the store, buy blue felt, come home. Oh yeah, I had my blue felt. I just put it in a random corner of our apartment and I forgot that it was there. So actually having organizational bins for my hobbies has saved me so much money because I can actually see all the items I have. And so I'm no longer repurchasing items I already own. Or also like sometimes something has a dual purpose and I didn't even realize yet. 110 bajillion percent would recommend some organizational bins if you're a hobby girly because you're going to save money. 100%. If you're someone who repurchases things that you don't think you have, basically if you're anything like me, you'll save money by having some hobby organization put into place. A mini sewing kit is something that I have slowly curated over my like journey with sewing. I'm still not an amazing sewer or seamstress by any means. I don't even know how to hem pants really, but I am going to learn how to do that. But in terms of like fixing holes in shirts and holes in pants and things like that, I can totally do that. I have slowly built up a nice collection of threads and needles and things that I'm comfortable using that is like probably I spent under $10 on it and has saved me so much money in terms of trips to the tailor. I have previously been someone who like if anything breaks, I'm like, I'll go to the tailor to fix that. And it's like $30 every single time, which is, you know, fine. And it's like what they should charge for their work, but it's something I can do. So paying for a little sewing kit to repair my clothes has saved me a lot of money. And it has also been something I enjoy doing. And it makes me a little bit more intentional with the clothing I purchase as well. Cause I'll be like, okay, is this fabric repairable? No. And in that case, I usually won't buy it. Like if it's like super intricate or whatever, I find myself being more picky with clothing and to make sure that it's something that I would repair and I would want to spend the time on that. Kind of what I mentioned with the fabric shaver. But yeah, I love a little mini sewing kit. You can buy these at dollar stores for a couple dollars and they have saved me so much money in terms of trips to the tailor. And also just like, they make me feel more in control of my wardrobe in an interesting way. Like I have more pride in my pieces that I've fixed over and over and over again because I'm like, I love this clothing piece so much that I was willing to put time and money, mostly just time, into fixing this like hole like 6 times. Not the same hole, multiple holes, whatever. I don't really know what I'm saying. Basically, I don't know. So it's like when you make something or when you repair something, I feel like it just makes you love it more because it's like more personal and you've put more time into it. I don't know, maybe it's just a completely personal thing that I feel, but I love, I love repairing things and I love the money it saves me and I also love the pride that it brings me when I wear that piece and I think that's really valuable. So yeah, definitely a mini sewing kit would recommend. Microfiber makeup removing cloths. My goodness gracious. Oh my God, throwback. Did anyone else watch Joey Graceffa growing up? That just brought me back. Microfiber cloths. I bought 2 microfiber makeup remover cloths like literally how long ago now? Maybe like 4 years ago now. and maybe 5, I don't even know. And I think they were like $2 each, so $4 total. And I haven't bought makeup remover since then. I've never purchased makeup remover. I've never purchased makeup remover wipes since then. I just use them, and that has saved me so much money. I would recommend basically anything that's like reusable will save you money. And I love my makeup removing cloths. They're great. Also, I don't think I'm pronouncing cloths correctly because it's really weird to me because it has a TH and then the S to make it plural. And I pronounce my S's like TH. Cloths. I'm saying CLOTHS. Sorry if you can't understand me. But yeah, I definitely saved a lot of money just using those and not buying makeup wipes. Also, recently was in a drugstore looking at makeup wipes. $20. Guys, makeup wipes are so expensive. Holy heck, I did not realize that. I guess that's probably why I started switched over to the microfiber in the first place, but I completely forgot that that was a thing. Like how expensive they were. Crazy. And also they irritate my skin. Like using the makeup, they're a little bit too rough on my skin usually. I have very sensitive skin. So also they probably have saved me money in like fixing skin breakouts and stuff and having to buy products for that. So really they're just amazing. I would recommend reusable makeup remover cloths to every single person. I like them so much. They're so gentle on your skin. They work just as well in my opinion. Amazing. And finally, I love Just for Men. This is Beard Dye, but I actually use it on my brows. I have my brows done right now. Can you see? I don't know if you can see, but my brows are dyed right now. Like I have no product on these. This is just my brow dye. Brow dye, this Just for Men, I think is around like $18 and I probably buy it once every 2 or 3 months to do my brows. So I spend $20 every 3 months on tinting my brows basically. And that's insane to me and amazing and lovely. I love that I haven't really spent money. Actually, I've never gotten my brows professionally tinted. I will say tinting does last longer, but I don't mind doing this every 5 or so days if it means I'm saving like literally hundreds of dollars. My biggest makeup beauty hack, whenever anyone has ever asked me like, what's your favorite makeup like product or what's whatever, forever and always, it will be Just for Men Beard Dye. Because if I have no other makeup on, at least my brows are dyed, and at least they were dyed for extremely cheap. I love them so much. I recommend this to everyone. It is so easy to put on. I have used the same Dollarama angled like eyeliner brush. I just use that, or is it an eyebrow brush? No, it's a brow brush. I've used the same one for like 6 years now. I think I spent $1 on it. Amazing. I absolutely love it. If you are someone who likes dyeing your brows but doesn't want to pay the salon prices, you need to try this. I absolutely love it. 10 out of 10. Okay, that is everything. Those are 10 more products that have saved me money. I do have a part 1 to this, so if you want to go watch that, you totally can. I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here. I do not take for granted the fact that you carve time out of your day to spend it with me, so thank you so much. If you didn't know, I have a vlog channel. It's at The Diaries of Tay. If you want to hang out with me more, then that is the place to be. I just do crafting and hobbies and fun lifestyle, things like that. I cry on camera a lot, and so it's really, if you want to see me like very vulnerable, I would head over there. And definitely check out Bellesa if you're interested. I love Bellesa. Amazing products, and I'll have everything linked in the description for you there. Oh my god, my throat hurts from speaking. I love you so much. Have an amazing day, and bye!